welcome to Talk Fights. I'm Curtis Biggs. I'm joined again by my brother, Adam Biggs. On December 11th, we have UFC 269. The main event is Dustin Poirier versus Charles Olivera for the 155-pound title. And the co-main event is Amanda Nunes versus Julianna Pena. It should be a great night of fights. You know, another awesome night being put on by the UFC.
Yeah, lots of fights going on that night. There's the two big ones, obviously, but plenty of other fights on the card as well.
Absolutely. We have who else do we have on the card? I can't remember.
Cody Garbrandt's fighting.
Yeah.
And he's been up and down. I feel like he's coming off a loss to Rob Font. Dominic Cruz is fighting.
Right.
Sean O'Malley's fighting.
Awesome.
We've got quite a few people that are on the undercard, big names that looking forward to seeing again.
Yeah, definitely. It's it's going to be a good night of fights. Main event is pretty exciting. Dustin Poirier and Charles Olivera is a good fight. It's been a little while in the making now. Now that Charles Olivera has won the interim championship, we have Dustin Poirier, who's fought for the title in the past and come up short, even though he was interim champion at one point.
Yeah.
It's a very interesting fight. It's I don't want to say contrasting styles because both these guys really have the full package. Both these guys have everything.
Yeah, they can do everything, absolutely. But they are kind of contrasting styles, right? I mean, we expect Poirier to be in there banging a bit more, although Olivera has improved his striking game a ton the last few fights.
Absolutely has. He's really been showing his striking in the last few fights, definitely. Whereas prior to that, he's really known as a jiu-jitsu guy. The majority of his wins have come by submission.
Yeah. No, and one Poirier, like you said, he's got the full package. He can wrestle, and he's got jiu-jitsu, and he can submit guys too. But I expect Poirier to come out swinging more, looking to get a finish early. I personally don't think he will. I think Olivera's tough enough and smart enough. He's going to weather the storm. He's going to hang back.
Yeah.
He's gonna probably not want to engage with Poirier and let him do his thing. I'm going to say that Olivera's going to get a late submission because he's going to wear Poirier down throughout the rounds, and he's going to be able to take advantage of him on the ground and get a submission.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it certainly could happen. If anybody could do it, it could be Charles Olivera. And that outcome definitely crossed my mind, thinking that he's going to put Dustin Poirier in a position through striking, where he's going to be able to lock on a submission and end it right there. After a little more reflection and thinking about some of Dustin Poirier's prior opponents and a lot of his fights, I don't think Charles Olivera is going to be able to do
Gaethje and Pettis and Alvarez.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of
the two
high
Conor
caliber
McGregor
guys. Yeah.
And those are just his last two fights for his two destruction to Conor McGregor on two occasions. And I've always been a big Conor McGregor fan. I think he's a fantastic fighter. Poirier really took it to him the last two times they fought very recently.
Well, I mean, the leg, I guess, is.
Yeah, and McGregor was doing better in the second fight. I would agree with that, but nonetheless.
Yeah.
So whether it was a check kick, whether it was a previous injury to McGregor, who really knows?
Doesn't matter.
Poirier came away with the win, and then the third of their fights, in the second fight, he really beat him up, right? Stopped him.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, is Olivera going to be able to weather that storm for Poirier? I don't know that he's going to. Olivera's been up and down a lot of his career, and lately he seems to have kind of come into his own, where his striking has gotten very good. His jiu-jitsu has always been very good.
Yeah.
And he's beat quite a few guys in a row, and he got a shot at the interim title against Michael Chandler and was able to win it. I don't foresee him being able to do that to Dustin Poirier. I think Dustin Poirier is going to get right on him, and I'm expecting a second-round stoppage for Dustin Poirier.
Yeah. I mean, you never know. Like you said, Poirier is an absolute beast. He's fought everyone who's everyone in that division. I like how Olivera has become more of a striker, and he's sort of coming to his own, where he's just sort of he's putting this together. He's looking really good. I like his toughness too, right? Yeah. I think he can weather the storm, and I think he's a smart fighter. So I think he's gonna, be able to keep it till the later rounds and hopefully get something. But regardless of what happens, If it goes Poirier with a quick stoppage, I'm looking forward to seeing fireworks either way.
Yeah, I don't suspect this fight's going to go the distance. Who knows? Anything can happen, but it should be good. It should be a good fight. And then co-main event, we mentioned we have Amanda Nunes and Julianna Pena.
Yeah, Nunes is like 21-4. She's absolutely dominant over everybody that she faces. Shevchenko, Rousey, Holm,
yeah.
Jermaine Durandamy. I don't, without trying to discredit or trash talk Julianna Pena, I think this is just sort of an opponent, somebody to put in place in front of Nunes. I don't think this is the oh my God, she's the next up and comer. She's got a shot at beating Nunes. I think it's just to put someone in front of her right now. And again, not to discredit her, not to say that she can't do it, but she's up and down. She's not even on a big streak. So
no, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. She has been consistent enough throughout her career. I'm a little surprised actually that they're giving her a shot at Amanda Nunes. Mm-hmm. I think that speaks to the lack of depth in the women's division. Yeah, women's divisions rather. But like you said, who knows? This is her big shot. If she can pull it off, I mean, what a thing that would be. That's her career right there. That could be her legacy. Even if she loses her next fight, that she was the girl that came and toppled Amanda Nunes, right?
Yeah, well, she was on top for sure. And not to say, I mean, I would agree that it is lack of depth in the talent pool for some of the women's fighting. But to say that, I mean, Amanda Nunes has fought all the talent, talent that there is as well.
No doubt she has, absolutely.
Right, so not to say that she's been ducking or there is no talent, because there is a ton of talent. She's also fought all of them already. But yes, because now there isn't one of those, you know, there's an up-and-comer, but I agree, she's just sort of being thrown in front of her.
Yep.
To me, I think it's going to be a quick Amanda Nunes, probably third round stoppage.
Yeah.
I guess that's not quick.
But half of the fight, that's not bad, though.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of leaning the same way. I'm probably going to say a second round stoppage for Amanda Nunes. All credit to Julianna Pena, but Amanda Nunes, like you said, is an animal. She's really kind of a different thing in there than a lot of the other fighters.
Yeah.
Just a step ahead, a step above most of the other female fighters in that division. I think she's going to show that when she fights Julianna Pena. As I said, probably a second round stoppage for Amanda Nunes.
Yeah. Like we talked about, there was a ton of fights before that. Garbrandt, Dominic Cruz, Tai Tuivasa is on that.
Yep.
You know, it's going to be an amazing night of fights.
Should be good, absolutely. I'll be watching. Should be great.
Yeah.
Something to watch for sure. No, it should be a lot of fun. Something to check out definitely is UFC 269 on December 11th. Awesome. See you at the fights. All right. My secret power is fatness. You knew it. Oh, throwing gloves, dirty pool.